Welcome back to another chart breakdown. So, a recap, I trade the 15-minute orb strategy mixed in with volume profile. I am still learning with volume profile, so things might change in the next couple of weeks, months, years. So, yeah, let's get straight into it. So, this is going to be a breakdown of 2 weeks starting from June 30th because I did not trade a lot, and you're going to see that. And also, these 2 weeks were really horrible. My discipline was like out, I just had no discipline because I didn't trade a lot. And I had a lot of FOMO because on some of the days I did not trade, it looked great. So yeah, so this was the 30th. This was Monday, June 30th. As you can see, I did not trade because I was moving for the past few weeks. And these are the days where it's like I'm happy I didn't trade because there was nothing good going on here at all. There was no trade that I could have gotten into anyway. So that was good. All right, so let's go. Let's see where the party takes us. All right, so here we go. This is where things got sticky. All right, so this is Tuesday. Tuesday was pretty bad, and it's because it was a day. Like I'm gonna read off my notes. Had crazy FOMO, and yeah, it was a bad day, and it was a day I shouldn't have traded anyway. So if I read off my notes, it says bad trading day. I was not supposed to trade today. I've been super busy and thought I would not be able to trade the entire week. I saw a small window to trade and rushed to the charts after the open. I did not analyze the charts, nor did I check for fundamentals. Markets were moving very fast and choppy. I was not aware that Powell was speaking. First trade was very bullish. Candle cleared orb high, value area high, and POC, but it wasn't a 75% candle and closed at a major all-time high zone. Waited for candle to close above zone, then entered. Highlighted candle almost wicked me out and top stepping trade of 8. Took a loss. Entered again after orb low, value area low, and lower level was broken. I should have stopped after the first loss because the markets were crazy volatile. Fed hawkish, no rate cuts means that the markets should have been bearish. Ease in the Middle East meant that the market should have been bullish. Lack of liquidity at all-time highs equal uncertainty. So the last three little bullet points was just what was going on fundamentally throughout the day. So the Fed, no rate cuts meant bearish sentiment. The ease in the Middle East, as you know, crazy things been happening in the Middle East, so the ease in there meant bullish sentiment. But we are still in all-time highs, so there's really no liquidity, so that means a lot of uncertainty. So as I noted, so this was orb high, orb low. So this blue zone here was a zone based on the highs and stuff from the previous day or overnight. So I waited for the candle to break this zone and close above it. And that's where I entered right here. Let me see if I can make this bigger for you all. Yeah, so that's where I entered right here, right? And then the next candle was a bearish candle. And I could have been thinking, yeah, it's just retesting. Now this candle right here, on here, it looks like it's just a crazy, like a doji. Let me see if I can, let me just move you and actually delete that. So it looks like it's a crazy indecision candle, but yo, like this was crazy. This was crazy. I'm gonna put my position tracker right here. All right, so on top step, and this is data that I pay for. On TradingView, I pay for data because I like for everything to be as accurate as possible. So I pay for data. This isn't like I'm trading forex. This is like paid for data, futures market. On top step, this candle closed all the way down here. Closed all the way down here, almost wicked me out. On trade of 8, this candle closed right here, almost wicked me out. So I don't know what top step and what trade of 8 have going on, Apex trade of 8, but that was very, very odd. Like I literally looked up, looked down, and I almost got stopped out. And on top step, I'm not sure how I did not get stopped out. And then as you can see, it basically retested EMA, orb high, this zone, and it started trending back up. And I thought I was good. I really thought I was good. Then it just came back and tanked. And then I was like, all right, we had some bearish sentiment when it came to the fundamentals. So I was patient, waited for it to break or below, waited for it to break this little zone here. And then it even broke the previous day value area low. So I knew I probably shouldn't have traded because the whole day was already choppy. And about at this time, that's when I realized, oh crap, Powell is speaking. So I don't need to trade anyway. And then I was like, okay, maybe a better trade would be to wait for price to break below and close below this POC from the previous day. And none of that happened. I became greedy. Like I said, I thought I wasn't going to be able to trade for the rest of the week. Became greedy, hopping in the trade, and immediately price reversed. So it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. But the goal is to live to trade another day. So let's keep going for the rest of the week here. So rest of the week, I actually did not trade. And these are the days that can really mess with your mental. Like you just had a bad day. You're not going to be able to, you're not going to be able to trade the rest of the week. And then you have setups like this. Like, yeah, that's for sure would have been a crazy good winning day. But I didn't trade that day. And yeah, pretty crappy. And then the next day, another day that would have been a good day. Another day that would have been a good day. But I didn't trade that day. So let's keep going. And this was Friday. I don't trade Fridays anyway. As you can see why. Pretty horrible. That would have been a pretty horrible day. Actually wouldn't. I probably just would have got stopped out at break even. So alright. So now let's get to, what is this? Monday. So Monday was a pretty solid day. Monday was a pretty solid day that I wish I would have held, to be truthful with you. All right, so let's read off my notes first. Let me position this so you all can see it better. All right, so markets were, let's get it going. Markets was very choppy and in a bad area between two sets of POCs and levels that created choppy zones. Possible bad fundamentals. Tariffs did not want to take a trade until price was accepted below Friday's POC. Waited for candle to close below Friday's POC to enter. Price started to range. Current day POC dropped slightly below Friday's POC, only 8 or 10 points because of uncertainty. Trump made a tariff announcement and markets tanked. So once again, when you're trading in a Trump's economy, you never know what's going to happen. Like, all right, so let's break it all down here, right? So where am I at? All right, so here we go. So this was orb high, orb low, created this zone inside of the orb. So what happened was we broke orb right here, not a 75% candle, and then we have this zone right here that I really wanted to clear. So when you're trading in markets of uncertainty, like pay attention to overnight zones, zones from the previous day, and we're at all-time high still, so zones from the highs that didn't break. So although this right here was a nice, just about a 75% candle, I didn't want to take it. And then this kind of made me happy right here. We had price rejecting orb low, and then boom, we broke below this zone and all this craziness right here. But when we broke it, we closed with the wick. We closed with the wick at previous day POC and previous day value area high. So for me, I didn't want to take a trade until we broke below this wick, which meant broke and closed below this wick and below all of this going on right here. So that's why you see I drew this zone right here, and I just waited, and I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, once I saw this candle actually break below, I got in kind of early. I did not wait for the candle to close, and I'm very thankful that the trade still played out. But yeah, right here, I saw this candle break this candle's low, then break this candle's low, and I got a little happy. And yeah, so price came down, tested previous day value area low, came back to retest all this craziness here, and then just started to create market structure, and then it tanked right here. It really tanked, and I really wish I would have held it. I really wish I would have stuck to my actual plan of aiming for 15 points, scaling out at 10, and letting the run, but I didn't. So Yeah, but in all, it was a good day. Very thankful. So let's keep going. Yeah, so this day right here, what was this, Tuesday? Tuesday was a BS day. This was the start. This was the start of madness. Not gonna lie, this was the start of madness. Just horrible, 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 horrible week. Start of pure madness. So here we go. So I'm just going to read off my notes here. Bad trading day. Horrible market conditions. Um, so bad trading day. Horrible market conditions. Very crazy wick outs. I said quick outs. Supposed to be wick outs. These are the days that make people quit. Like for real. Like how price was just moving so fast and waking me out as soon as I entered a position. These are really the days that will make people quit. Like for real. I was very patient. That was the thing too. Why I will say that these are the days that will make people quit. Is because I was following my plan. I was following my plan in the beginning. I was following my plan, and I was extremely, extremely patient. Enter below or below, value area low, point of control, and previous day point of control. Waited. I waited longer for candles to close below the zone that was created by the candles that previously broke below. I'll explain that. Broke below orb. Price reversed immediately. Immediately as soon as I entered the trade, price reversed. I should have ended the day there, but I saw the same setup. I should have waited for the new setup to close below the previous lows wicks, but I did not. Entered and price reversed immediately. So let's break this down, right? So we got value area high, we got value area low, we have a zone like this little zone here. I really pay attention to zones. I'm telling you, I just, as you can see, price reversed from it multiple times, so it's important. We have previous day POC right here. So what happened was price broke orb low, barely. You feel me? And what you saw was price had a crazy rejection at previous day point of control and at the orb low, and then price actually broke it. So if you notice, I'm not paying attention too much to the current day value area low and the current day value area high, because the current day value areas, they move throughout the day. So this is how it ended for that day. So I'll probably do something more to show where it was when I actually took the trade. But yeah, so this candle broke, but you see this wick here. I didn't like this wick, but then I became happy. It came back, retested previous day point of control, retested orb low in this little zone that it created here, and the bullish candle rejected it. And then we have a nice rejection candle right here, almost a kangaroo. And then we had a nice bearish candle that just broke all of it. That's a nice entry candle, man. That's a nice entry candle. Like that looked like a great setup. I entered this trade and I'm like, I'm good to go, bro. I'm good to go. I can go chill out. Make this bigger so you can see it. I was like, man, I can go chill. It's going to be a good day. And then boom. It reversed so heavy, yo. Reversed so heavy. So you know what I did? I saw that it came back and just retested. Like we're still dealing with lack of liquidity in areas of all-time highs, and with so much going on with the Middle East and Trump and these new tariffs and all that, and Feds wanting to markets wanting, or people thinking that the Feds should make a cut. Feds don't know if they want to make cuts. Trump is saying he wants Feds to make a cut. All this, like, there's so much crap going on. So yeah, so what happened? Everything set up again. You have this nice price came back, had this nice candle here, but honestly, I probably shouldn't have taken this candle, because taking this trade off of this candle, because as you can see, you have a wick here and a nice wick here, which means this is not a 75% candle still. That's my rule. 75% candle. 75% of the candle needs to be closed outside of the orb. But this candle is like halfway wicked out. You feel me? And I honestly should have taken this trade with it closing below these lows here. You feel me? And what happened? I'm telling you what most likely happened is I probably entered on this candle before it closed and saw that it broke these lows, and I entered not waiting for the candle to close, and then Boom. Immediately when I entered, it just stopped me out. Now, if I would have waited for this candle to close, I would have known it wouldn't have been a good entry. You feel me? I would have known. That's why you need to wait for candles to close, man. You gotta wait for these candles to close, unless, man, you gonna be in trouble. But yeah, man. So, yep, I wasn't patient. Didn't wait for the candle to close, and I got in. You know, as you can see, what was it, the previous day or a day or two ago where I didn't wait for the candle to close, I entered, but I still won the trade. It's not going to happen every day like that, every time. So wait for the candles to close. Yeah, horrible day, horrible day. Horrible day, especially when you're patient, man. Well, I was patient for the first trade. Now this day, listen, man. This day was so bad. And also, I started to try to take screenshots of my wins and losses. So I can be as transparent as I possibly can, because I haven't found profitability yet and consistency yet with trading futures, and I want to. And I want to be transparent. I really want this channel to see like me come from the nitty gritty to actually making money, and I want to pay out this year. I have not received a payout yet from trading futures, and I really want to pay out this year. And I don't care how many accounts. I do care how many accounts I blow, but I don't care to show my ups and my downs, because I'm determined to make everything better. So, all right, so let's look at this day too. I'm gonna make this a little smaller. All right, so this day was so bad, I didn't even write a lot. I don't even think I took a screenshot of my losses for this day. It was just bad. It was just very, very bad, very horrible. So, but let's just break it down. We can most likely tell what happened here. So we have orb low, we have orb high, we have this good candle. It's a 75% candle. But I entered on this candle. I think I entered on this candle because I was having issues logging in. You know what? Yeah, I think this is the day. Was this the day? I don't know. There's a day where Top Step was tripping. Top Step was tripping. I was not able to log in and place a trade. So yeah, I entered on this candle because I couldn't place a trade. And it immediately came and stopped me out, like immediately. It looked like it was about to be a nice, good trending day. Came to stop me out. So now we have price breaking or below with a nice bullish candle, but still not a 75% candle. Then we have this rejection. And then let's rewind. So this looked like it was going to be a nice trending day. But then we have price just came and stopped me out. So then we have price breaking or below. Looks like a nice bearish candle, but it wasn't a 75% candle. It basically wicked out here. And then we had price came down, wicked out, and was still closed below. And then here's where I took the trade, because we're completely out of the orb, and it was a good candle. It was a very, very good candle. And what happened was it looked good. It looked good. It looked good. And I probably should have moved my stops to like break even or so. I probably should have, but I really freaking didn't. And you know, I think on this trade I actually did move my stops to break even, and this candle took me out. And then I believe that I re-entered somewhere over here. Yeah, I think I'm almost positive that's what happened. I moved my stops to break even, and this candle actually took me out, and it pissed me off because then it drops right here. And I know if I would have held the trade, I would have exited right here after this retracement here. Yeah, so that's what started to crash out. That is exactly what started to crash out. I got taken out at break even, then it tanked, and then it came back up here and started rejecting the EMA or whatnot, and then entered again, and then it just messed me up. And this is the real crash out. It's not in the notes because I was just pissed. And then I was like, oh, okay. Now look at this candle. It's really about to break. And I entered here, and I had a super small stop loss because I was already crashing out, and then bang. And I just entered so many times here until I just blew every freaking account that I had besides my 2 PA accounts. I blew every freaking account that I had besides my 2 PA accounts with Apex. Every freaking account, bro. I was over leveraging. I was doing the most, bro. I was doing the most, and I blew every freaking account that I had besides my 2 PA accounts. And yeah, it really freaking sucks. But I'll tell you one thing. Like, it's still progress for me, because One of my PA accounts from Apex I've had for like, I swear, for like 2 months now, or going on 2 months. And that's probably the longest funded account I've had since I was trading FTMO. You feel me? So while trading futures, that PA account is probably the longest PA account that I've had since I've been trading futures, funded account. The second account is real new. I just started trading it like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. And as you can see, these past few weeks have been very, very horrible. Very, very horrible, especially for this day here. Extremely, extremely horrible. And in the past, I would have blown all of my accounts, including my funded accounts. So that means that although I'm crashing out, I'm still having better risk management than I've had throughout my previous trading and previous crash outs to still have those PA accounts. And I still have good room to trade with them. And I've told myself, man, like I'm not blowing these PA accounts. Like right now, I'm gonna drop them both down to, because they're in drawdown. One of them was only like $400 in drawdown. The other one is like, well, it's not $400 in drawdown because I was up. It's $400 from the initial balance, but I was up almost $1,000. So so it's not $400 in drawdown. It's like, I don't know, but I have on both of them. I have about $1,300 that of my drawdown that I can use. Or I think $1,800 for one of them actually. So what I'm going to do really is just drop them down to 1 micro. It's going to be a long journey to bring them back. I'm going to drop them back down to 1 micro, then take it back up to 2 micros, then take it back up to my normal 3 micros, and until I pass them. And so I have those 2 PA accounts, and then I bought another 50K account because Apex is running a sale per usual, and I also bought a 150K account because I'm going to trade this same strategy, but with I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Let me get out of this. It's raining. But with DxKi or whatnot, DxKi, whatever, the Chinese, or not Chinese, Japan 225. Yeah, so I'm going to trade the same strategy, very similar strategy, on here with the 150K account. I need a bigger account for that because one contract will wipe out a 50K account. Not wipe it out, but if I lose that one trade, it wouldn't be great. The reason why I want to try trading my orb strategy on this because the swings are better. The swings are so much better, but also the swings on the reverse or the pullbacks are pretty wide as well. But when it trends, it trends. As you can see here, when it trends, it trends. And I'm also going to trade it with doing like just break-in retest price action with the volume profile as well. And you're going to see me put the returns or losses on that as well. So that's going to be pretty fun because when you're trading a strategy like the orb, orb 15-minute orb, sometimes it doesn't break. Sometimes you don't have setups, and I have FOMO. I have the need to trade. So I'm going to have separate accounts where I work on trading different strategies. I think that'll also help me because if I have a bad day trading the orb, that means I'm having a bad day on every account that I have. You feel me? So I'm not trying to have a completely bad day on every account that I have. I want to have some accounts where I can trade different strategies. You feel me? And start off with one account, and then if that strategy starts performing better than the orb or performing well, then I'll add more accounts to copy that one account, and so on and so on. So yeah, man, if you're still here, I appreciate you guys. Sorry for all the background noise. I did move in a new area, and yeah, I'm trading in an area where people are out and about in my dining room actually. So you might hear people making coffee and stuff in the morning. So, but I appreciate you all. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, man, roll to our first payout, man. Roll to our first payout.